Hello, and welcome back to Purchase Presents. I'm your host, Sophia Castro-Astor.
And I'm Dominic Esposito. We have a packed episode for you all today.
Let's get to it.
We start with how people on campus are fighting back against the anti-DEI rhetoric. Afterwards, we'll meet Judy Anker, Aquatics Director. She's one of the most amazing workers here at Purchase College, and she really makes it all happen.
Then, we'll catch up with Elaine on the men's volleyball game and the Panther Rundown, and follow Bernie as he goes on a chicken shop date with PC Eats ambassador Trygve Gunderson.
Sophia, have you ever considered picking up a new hobby?
I have.
Well, in that case, come with us as we experience, she's back for another episode, Something New with Marissa Mulgrew.
And we end today's episode with a performance by Maya Mann, who will be reading her poetry. Is pushing back as the federal government works to implement anti-DEI policies.
In this segment, Purchase College faculty and students discuss why diverse programs and majors are essential in today's academic world.
Under the Trump administration, there have been many anti-DEI policies coming out continuously that is directly affecting many colleges, including Purchase. Students and faculty alike feel scared and anxious about the state of the country, how it's handling education issues, and what it means for them and their future.
It's really scary to be living at a time where just talking about our own histories is considered something political or objectionable, and that people are losing their jobs and becoming under attack or targeted because of these things, right? These are just basic human rights, human freedoms that we're talking about, and we have to take a strong stance against these things.
Currently, minors like Global Black Studies, Latin American, Caribbean, and Latinx Studies, and Asian Studies are currently under threat by the Trump administration. Students like Mariana Reyes, currently majoring in Latin American, Caribbean, and Latinx Studies, think it's necessary for majors like hers to keep being offered at colleges and universities.
Well, the whole world, like we live in a globalization world, so we have people migrating everywhere. So it's important to understand the history for every part of the world, but especially in the U.S., where it's so mixed and at the same time so racist and so segregated. It's so important to give voice to the people and to understand where the people come from.
Many professors and students were scared of being interviewed due to the danger many face under this administration. But one professor anonymously came out and stated that it's important to fight against these policies because, end quote, silence feels very close to complicity.
Also, faculty members of color in particular are afraid. We're, of course, teaching these things. We're going to continue to teach these types of issues in our courses. We're going to continue to support Global Black Studies, Latin American, Caribbean, Latinx Studies, Asian Studies, and all the many classes that teach this important stuff. But we're on edge and we're concerned.
Thanks to everyone who is working at Purchase to ensure DEI continues. During these times, the best thing to do is understand that we are always stronger together as one community.
Yes, and we feel that the staff here doesn't always get the appreciation that they deserve. They contribute so much to our campus experience. So today, we're spotlighting one of the many people who make it happen.
I got my WSI back in 1968. I started teaching back then, and I've continued my teaching over all these years. I came to SUNY Purchase because my boss, John Collins at Badger, where I coach Badger swimming, said that they needed somebody to teach a Learn to Swim class for college students and a lifeguarding class. And from there, I fell in love with the school, and I'm here as the aquatics director now. We have open swim here 12 to 2:30, Monday through Friday. We have open swim from 8 to 9:45, Monday through Thursday evenings, and we're open Saturday and Sunday 1 to 5. We have Badger swim team, which I coach their 8 and under group. We have Empire Swim Team swimming here. We have right now the JCC of Scarsdale. Their pool broke. They're using the pool. During this school year, we had Ursuline High School swimming here, girls, during the girls' season, and the boys' season, we had Stepanak and Iona swimming here, of which I coached Stepanak High School boys, and we had a 10-0 season. So the purchase offers right now learn to swim, lifeguarding, water safety instructor classes. They have an 8-week kayaking program. Hopefully next year we'll have more. I'm going to be offering water aerobics and deep water running. My day consists of, as I come in the morning, testing the water, make sure it's clear as it is right now. I check the chemicals. I check downstairs to make sure everything is working right. Some days I'll have to put in sodium bicarbonate to keep the alkalinity level of the pool well. I have to fill it. We lose water with all the swimming, so there's times I'll have to fill the pool. And then I also have to vacuum it. I like the people I've met. I like the students that I've met, especially some of my lifeguards. I like all the other people I work with, and I like running the facility and making it look good to the public. I'd like you all to start taking my Learn to Swim class or WSI or lifeguarding. We could use lifeguarding starting next year. I'm losing a few seniors.
It's great to get a deeper insight into how Purchase staff helps build our community. Thank you to all of the wonderful workers here.
The stage is set for a showdown as the Purchase men's volleyball team takes on their bitter rivals in the men's championship game at Manhattanville College. With the trophy on the line, it's bound to be an unforgettable title game. Now to Elaine for the Panther Rundown. Today we're switching it up and talking to Elaine Tamboya about the volleyball season.
The Purchase College men's volleyball team had its 2025 season come to an end Tuesday evening as the squad was defeated by Manhattanville University in the first round of the Skyline playoffs. Now on to me, live on the scene. The Purchase College men's volleyball team wrapped up their regular season last Tuesday night at Manhattanville University. Despite their efforts, the Panthers were unable to gain momentum against the Valiant squad. Scores for the contest were 28-26, 25-12, and 25-23. When the game begun, it appeared that Blue and Orange were well positioned for a great night as they opened the game scoring 11 of the first 13 points. Unfortunately, the Valiants rallied back. Overall, we finished with 36 kills and a .233 hitting. The result, the Panthers finished the year 17-17 overall.
Elaine, what is your role with the athletics department?
So I'm currently the sports information intern, which means I wear a lot of hats. I run the social media for Purchase College Athletics with my co-intern, Maya Cizone. Yeah, I do stats and I go to game days, so I cover all the game days for different teams. I'm at pretty much every game on campus, and yeah.
So being that you were at the volleyball game, what was the vibe of the men's team as they traveled to their playoff versus Manhattanville?
They were really excited going to that game, and especially we were lucky enough to have so many staff members and student athletes coming out to the game with them. People were bringing posters and flags and different things, and it was just overall really exciting. And the guys were super hyped up before. They were really, really excited overall, and there was not any negative energy going into it, which was really great.
So being that you were with the team for a lot of the year, how did you see them, evolve and improve just throughout the course of the season?
Well, it started off really slow because unfortunately most of the team is all freshmen, but fortunately and unfortunately most of the team is freshmen. Because of that, they're brand new to each other, so they were just kind of bonding within their yearly groups. But quickly they got together and they had a pretty strong start up to the season. The first 3 to 4 games, I don't believe they lost. And and they really worked well together. They kept it up throughout the season with really strong ending 17-17 overall score, which is great.
No, that's definitely good. Based on their success this year, what do you think they could do better next year?
I'm unfortunately not going to be there next year, which is really disappointing. But I think they have a really strong team. They had zero seniors going into next year, which is really fantastic. So the team's going to stay about the same. I know they have a recruiting of 4 or 5 new guys coming in. So I think it's going to be really strong, and I think we might make it further next year for sure.
So how did you feel the energy was, even though they were losing towards the end of the game? How did the team feel?
They were very upset towards the end of the game, definitely. There was, especially losing all 3 sets to Manhattanville, they were very disappointed, especially in the new guys coming in. They expected a big win, but they definitely have room for improvement. I know they've already gone back to practicing and preparing for next year, so I think they're definitely going to work it out and do better next year.
Well, Elaine, thanks so much for taking the time and joining us here today on Studio.
Thank you.
Thanks for that rundown, Elaine. And now, a message from our sponsors.
Every year, musicians from campus look forward to Cover Show, a jam-packed night of music at the Stude with an all-student lineup covering their favorite bands. This year, Cover Show will be the last event at the Stude. The tech staff responsible for putting the event together has worked hard to select the best performances to ensure this will be a night to remember. Cover Show is happening April 26, starting at 6:30 p.m. Bands will perform in Cinema Room and Whitson's, and at the end of the night, the 3 headliner sets take over main stage. Some of the acts this year are Portishead, SpongeBob, Tyler the Creator, and Chapel Roan. Check out Cover Show 2025 on April 26th at the Stude.
If you're a Purchase student on Instagram, you know about PC Eats. Their interns are always posting engaging content that makes dining services look pretty good. But is everything as it seems?
Bertie Manzolillo set up a date with Trig Gunderson to see if the food is truly all that. Inspired by Chicken Shop Date, we put a Purchase twist on the often chaotic, awkward, and playful interview show. Let's take a look at this Purchase Presents exclusive D Hall date.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for having us at D Hall. It's like your house, kind of.
Yeah, I'm home right now.
Yeah. Have you ever brought someone to D Hall for a day?
Yeah, I take all
Really?
my first dates here.
Do you ever get to a second date?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and then for second dates, I usually go to the Hub.
Once I came in and it was the chicken tenders, and then the other station, they serve chicken tenders with barbecue sauce.
Yum. That sounds so good.
It didn't look that good.
Oh, did you try it?
No, because I thought, if I wanted the chicken tenders with barbecue sauce, I would just get the regular chicken tenders and then add barbecue sauce on my own.
Yeah, I'm eating chicken tenders with barbecue sauce right now, and it is to
Can
die
I
for.
try some barbecue sauce?
Of course. Here you go. So good, right? Scale of 9 to 10.
6. Do you ever lie in your videos?
I don't need to.
So everything you've tried as part of the dining system was really great and amazing.
Yeah. When you're marketing a product that you truly believe in and are passionate about, there's really no work involved.
So you would do this for free?
Mm.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Why couldn't we film downstairs? We wanted to sit I like to sit at the booths, and you couldn't do that.
I love the booths. Well, I'm gonna have to take full credit for this one. I have an eye for a good setup, and I just thought the natural light up here was unmatched. So I thought we should film up here
sucks
today.
That there's no sun, so.
I know, I'm sorry, I couldn't control the sun. I can't control everything. D Hall is getting a facelift, and we're so excited.
Finally. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you guys gonna make better? Are you guys gonna bring back like the dishwasher?
You know, that has been a big topic of conversation, and while I'm not entirely privy to...
Can't you guys just like pay somebody to wash the dishes? So how come I've never won a Win It Wednesday?
Do you believe in God?
Kinda, yeah, a little bit.
Okay. I would bring that issue to him. So Boost Mobile is great, and I do use it, especially when I have most of my classes right by Einstein's, so it's perfect. I can order it for a class like right after a class gets out, and a lot of times I have a class 10 minutes later, so then I can just run over there, grab my, bagel,
It's great because
coffee.
then you don't have to talk to the workers there because they're kind of rude.
The workers at Einstein's are so sweet.
No, they always yell at me a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, are you kind? Ever since we worked together at Starbucks, I always wanted to ask you on a date. And I'm so glad that I finally... Wait, did you ask me or did I ask you?
We asked each other.
We asked each other, and I'm so glad that we finally made it happen. And I just can't wait for our next one. I'm already planning it in my head.
All right. We'll see. The chicken tenders gotta be fresher next time. Just a little now.
Let's just hope that this budding romance lasts longer than it takes me to get a Hub burger during peak hour, Sophia.
Definitely, Dom. And after eating, I want to do something relaxing. There are a lot of things to do on campus to occupy your time. And while I've never thought too much about crocheting or knitting, our segment of Something New with Marissa Mulgrew takes us through an experience that's worth the watch.
Hello and welcome back to Something New with Marissa Mulgrew. I am here at the Harbor Center to learn how to crochet, something I've never done before. Every Friday here at the Harbor Center they have Knit, Crochet, and Relax, an event where you can crochet and listen to music and hang out. And it's a really lovely space, and I am coming today to try to learn how to crochet, a hobby that I have never done before, and I am very excited to give it a shot and see what I can learn.
The first step we did was pick out the yarn to use for crocheting. Then we were ready to start learning how to crochet.
Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty close. And sit down. There you go. Do the first one. Very good. Now, do it again. And go through.
After a lot of practice with some trials and errors, we finally made something out of the yarn, and the results...
Well, that was a lot of fun. Thank you for teaching me how to crochet. I think I got a little bit of an idea on how to do it. Maybe someday I will be able to make full skirts and t-shirts, but right now I just really enjoyed learning the basics. Thank you to the Harbor Center for having me, and we'll see you next time on Something New with Marissa Mulgrew.
I never thought about crocheting. I might have to give it a try now.
Well, that about wraps us up for this episode of Purchase Presents. I'm your host, Dominic Esposito.
And I'm Sophia Castro-Astor, but the show's not over yet. Before you tune out, let's take a special look at our special performer.
Special performer, you say?
Yeah, let's welcome poet Maya Mann.
Hi, my name is Maya Mann. I go by Papaya Kisses. I am a poet and the author of The Sun's Pursuit for the Moon. You can find my poetry and future events at Papaya Kisses, papaya with 2 A's on Instagram. Today I will be reading Sun Degree Year, which is a astrological theory that the sign, or your sun sign, falls into a degree sign that represents the most important year of your life. This is Sun Degree Year. Her middle name was Eden, after her grandmother's name. She broke her first bone at 23, after her mother broke her first water at 23. I was born to move. From the Pacific to the Atlantic, broken bones are still yet hold the most time in their marrow. I was born to move. I thought peace resides in silence. Somewhere lost between the forest floor and the waterfalls, I found myself carrying my limbs home to waters that carried all the faces that molded mine. The altar forms at the oscillatory embrace of my fingertips. Sun rays peek through my hands of church doors, worshiping the flesh of God's creation as my pleas transcend into the noise. In my throes of wishbone tears, beseeching God to gift more than a bouquet of omnipresent eyes, where is this Garden of Eden? Heaven, utopia for your children, blessed and holy waters are my tears sanctified. God whispers in the whirling winds through the weeping willows, you are the bends of water. The mycorrhizal network, body of friendship, reflections of circus-clouded smiles in the sky, stillness is far from stagnation. Solid rocks tumble, erode, and move, yet you perceive pebbles still. Do you say that the trees are stagnant? What would the world be if I let them walk away? Do you find worthiness in movement? The garden moves with you as your first and last name holds you. May the winds guide the sails of your body. Utopia is here. Do you believe that I am silent? That the blind cannot see me? That the deaf cannot hear me? That I do not speak to you? Don't you see me in the flowers return each year? In the branches that hold the nest that birds defy mother's law of gravity from? The face of the Himalaya that the lost seek to stand upon? Everything is unintentional, and you with a purpose. Learn the language of nature and you'll hear my answers reflected. When the bends of the river shift, is it still not a river? When the leaves fall from the brown body now barren, is it still not the tall and mighty tree? Let it ring familiar that you are and never were broken. Shape shift, be reminded of your name in this garden. To be is to transform. There are no parallels in this unified truth. You are Eden after all. The hurt does not demand room forever. Faces of the rock wall carved and made soft by the rigor of the waterfalls, water and the walls will always fall. Ancestors, a nomadic lineage of tree rings to call upon. I was born to move. I am Eden after all. Thank you.